What's up, guys? Michael Matthew here with the one and only DJ Treacy Trees with LA Sparks Weekly. As tonight, I know it's another matchup with the Golden State Valkyries. That's going to be 4 if you count the preseason game with tonight's game. But the Sparks coming in feeling good. They got a victory on Friday. You know, the team got a week of practice in last week. Now they're like, let's pick up a victory here at home. DJ, what do you think it's going to take tonight for the team to get this dub?
We got to stop Veronica Burton. That's the one person you need to look out for. I don't care about any other people on the roster. I'm telling you, I've been watching these Valkyrie games. They've been progressively getting better. Veronica Burton will be the X factor tonight. I think if we bring the energy, that intensity, and finish in the third quarter, for goodness sake, we'll be able to make it, Michael.
Yeah, Mercedes, you know, Mercedes Russell, I was able to talk to her. She's like, we trying to figure out that third quarter.
Yeah.
So it's going to be key. Last time they saw Valkyrie, it was the third quarter.
It was the third.
That got them. But in the last game, we saw Rakia Jackson return.
Yep.
Put together a really good performance, double-figure scoring.
Yep.
But defensively, she locked in. Coach talked about it before the game. What did you like about the return of the great Rakia Jackson?
Oh, man, defense is the best offense. Rakia is not going for that. Overall, her intensity, the fact that she's from Detroit, she ain't taking no mess. She squared up with BG. I mean, there's just hit after hit. It keeps coming. Rakia Jackson's intensity cannot be matched, and that's why coaches and the fans love her, right? You want to see a player that's playing great on both ends of the ball. She's going to give it to you defensively, and we seen her in the pregame warm-ups doing a little step back. I think she's going to be doing a lot of mid-range game tonight.
And Coach said that she's such an important piece to the team. We know that. We were here last year
for sure,
seeing what she can do, and she's going to be very impactful with her play. I can't wait to see her get into more of a groove offensively. It's going to take this team to a whole nother level. But speaking of a whole nother level, that's what we've been seeing from Azurá Stevens, Dearica Hamby, since the beginning of the season. Like, them along with Emma Cannon and Mercedes Russell give the team some formidable bigs doing some big-time things. Can you talk about what you've seen from them and what they can do tonight to help this team be successful?
They are big 3. We might have 3 All-Stars.
Man, hey.
Kelsey Plum, Dearica Hamby, and Azurá Stevens. All my quality. Based on the numbers right now, they are all trending toward All-Star numbers. So I love the fact that the vets that have been around the league for a while are really just showing up to show the rookies how to play, how to keep your foot on their necks, and just score in multiple categories, right? You might have a terrible shooting night, but you can get some assists. You can get some rebounds, just contributing to the game all around. That's what I expect to see more of from those ladies continuing.
I love what they're doing. They're playing some big-time basketball, inside, outside, impacting the game on defense. Like, I love it. I hope they can keep it up. But we got to talk about KP. She was just behind us. KP, first time she saw them in the regular season, she went crazy, 37 points. Can we possibly see one of those outbursts tonight?
I don't think so. I think they don't ever – she spoiled their first ever home game, y'all. I think they will forever be scarred. They have scouted against that, and the Sparks are going to have to move the ball around and have some other people be their #1 scorers tonight. I'm not saying KP ain't going to get a whole bunch of touches. We know KP is a dog. She going to score at least 20. She not going to go off for 37. At least 20, period.
Hey, I like it. It's going to be a big one here tonight inside the Crypto.com arena. But you guys know how we do this. Before we go, we got to give you our players of the game. Who we feel is going to have the most impact to help the Sparks pick up this win as DJ Mosky go crazy in the background.
I know.
So who you got tonight, DJ? Who's that player that's going to help the Sparks pick up this dub?
I'm going to take a little bit of a wild card here and say Rakia Jackson.
Ooh,
something is in the water today. I'm feeling good. She had a great defensive game. I think she's got her legs up underneath her. I was watching her warm up. I think we're going to see her go off for some points tonight.
You know what? You done stole my pick, girl. I'm going with Rakia Action Jackson. She gonna show up. She's gonna ball. We saw the defense on Friday. I think offensively, this is where we're gonna see probably her best offensive game of the season. Rakia's just getting into a groove. She had to adjust. Last year, it was her and Dearica. You know, now you have KP. Azurá is playing out of her mind. So she's figuring it out. I think tonight is the start for that. While the Sparks gonna make it 2 straight dubs, baby. So I'm excited. DJ excited. I can't wait to talk to you guys, hopefully, about a win after the game. Michael Matthew, DJ, LA Sparks Weekly. See you later. Yo, what's up, guys? Michael Matthew here with LA Sparks Weekly with the vet, 2-time champion Mercedes Russell. So the squad, you guys pick up a win. Just dealing with a lot to start off with the season with the injuries and everything. How have you guys been able to hold it together?
We just been staying positive. I know we had a lot of games early that were like back to back to back to back. So we just been staying positive. Looking forward to the next one. Obviously not dwelling too much because games come fast in this league. So we're just staying positive and keeping up the energy.
AI was talking about practice, but practice seemed like it really helped you guys a lot. You guys were able to get some rest in, get some reps in, and then help you guys pick up the win. Just talk about how crucial that week of practice was.
Yeah, we needed it because in the beginning, it wasn't much time for us to practice, honestly. And we were talking about it like we only been together for like a month, really. So those couple of days were crucial, just having the time to build chemistry, like I said, on the court, defensively and offensively. I think it was huge for us, just fixing little mistakes and learning each other some more.
With the Valkyrie, you guys match up with them tonight. Y'all seen them a lot, you know, when you include preseason and the games so early. Like, what type of advantage does that give you guys when you can face a team you've seen so many times already?
Yeah, well, in this league, I mean, you end up playing teams 4, 5, 6, 7 times at the end of the season. So just locking in, keying in on the defensive schemes and being ready for the game. Like, as long as you're ready for the opportunity, you're going to excel. So, yeah, just being ready because, I mean, I think this is our 4th time playing them already, so we should be familiar with their team, their roster, and their offense. So just locking in and being ready for the game.
With the bigs, you guys are coming out pretty much like leading the team, doing your things with Azare, your play, Dearica, and Emma as well. How has that group kind of grown together so far in this early part of the season?
Oh, yeah, it's been good. I think we got a nice little post group. We got size, we got shooters, we got depth. So it's been nice just playing alongside them. I've known them for a long time, but I don't think I've ever been teammates with any of them. So it's been cool just having that relationship already, but now being teammates as well, just playing alongside them on the court and also in practice, just learning them every single day. It's been fun. But, I mean, our whole squad is tough. We got guards, we got big guards, we got bigs. I think we got a solid roster. Yeah.
So Kelsey Plum was like, hey, in the locker room before games, I don't know what the young players is listening to. You know, she's vibing to Kendrick Lamar. Who do you listen to kind of get you psyched and ready for a game?
Oh, man, I got a list. Like, I'm like a good mix. Like, I like rap and R&B. So for slow, I'm going to go like Giveon, Rod Wave, Mariah the Scientist. Yeah, so something nice, you know. And then rap, you know, G Herbo, Boss Man D-Lo. I'm in all the new music. Like, I know all of it. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. I think I got, like, a nice little mix where it's, like, fast and slow. Like, I'm not just listening to hardcore rap or, you know, R&B the whole time. I got a nice little mix. Yeah.
Final question. You guys, to pick up this win tonight, what do you think it's going to take as you try to make it 2 straight wins?
It's just going to take a full 40-minute effort for us. We've been having a few lulls in that third quarter. Third quarter's been tough for us offensively in a few games. So just putting together a full game of 40 minutes and coming out with a dub obviously is the most important part. Yeah.
I'm here with the vet, Mercedes Russell. See you guys after the game.
Appreciate you.
What's up, LA Sparks fans? I know, once again, things didn't go exactly as planned as the Sparks come up short 89-81, losing in overtime, their first overtime game of the year against the Golden State Valkyries. We came into this game like, hey, this is one that they need to get, that we expected them to get, but it didn't happen, DJ. They got into overtime. It looked like they were going to get this win, but they only scored 3 points in the overtime, and they come up short. What did you see that made things go wrong late?
We got to be careful what we asked for. We asked for 4 complete quarters. We didn't ask for overtime.
Facts.
So we saw 4 complete quarters in which they contended, but that overtime just was too much. The Golden State Valkyrie found their offensive flow and just kept going. They didn't let it stop. Our defense really was more lacking in the overtime. It was just a lot of things that just went wrong in the overtime. We played a great 40 minutes of basketball, though.
Yeah, they tried their hardest. They couldn't really make shots from downtown. They were like 8 for 26, 8 for 29, with Kelsey making 4 of those. And then Sarah Ashley Barker making 3 of those. When they're getting these open threes, like they're not bad shots, they just have to make them. And it comes down to, can you make a basket and can you get stops? And they couldn't make baskets late. They couldn't get stops. But we got an emotional KP. We're going to see it here soon. But she was very emotional because only 6 foul shots for the game. A player that gets to the basket, takes a lot of shots, 7 for 20 today, and only 6 foul shots. What's up with that, DJ?
Listen, I'm not going to get fined because I'm on the YouTube. Listen, Kelsey Plum is right. We were in the arena and we were watching these girls get fouled, get smacked around, getting wedged by multiple people, getting literally knocked across the court. And there just seemed to be no fouls called. It's not equitable. It's not fun for the fan experience. So the WNBA really needs to look into the refs and just equitable calling. If you're going to call it rough for one team, call it rough for the other team. It just needs to be the same.
It isn't just her. Like, Dearica gets hacked.
Oh, Dearica got knocked out the air twice.
Yeah, you never want to blame it on the refs. But when the Sparks are a team that likes to get downhill and get to the basket, but they don't get the calls, it kind of kills what they're best at.
And it sucks all the air out of the arena. Everybody here is booing. They mad because they just saw it happen in real life. So, it's not a fun basketball experience when you don't have equitable calls. But what I did see was Dearica and KP still battling through that. The rest of the team, I just wish that we could have got at least 2 more players in double digits and we would have been able to contend.
They have to find a way to get Rakia Jackson going. She finished with only 6 points. She looked clearly frustrated there in the presser.
She was wide open in like 4 or 5 possessions.
And they got a little Kelsey happy late. Like they were looking for her too much to where, let's try to do something different. Get the ball to some other players that can make some. Everybody on this roster is pros. So they have to be able to be aggressive. I talk about it, TNA, toughness and aggression, and they need it. But don't just listen to us. We have the post-game presser, Kelsey Plum, Coach Lynn Roberts, and, of course, Rakia Jackson. Coach, you guys get it, overtime there. Only 3 points in overtime. What did they kind of do to take away some of the looks you guys were getting, or was it just coming down to you guys not making shots?
Well, I'd have to watch it to really definitively answer that, but I felt like we had a hard time finding the bottom of the basket there. I don't know if we ran out of steam or what. Credit to them. But I thought we played really hard. And that's our first overtime game as a group, and learning to win is like learning how to win is a process. And I despise losing, but it is a process. And so now we got that under our belt, and we know a little bit better, but good back and forth game, and they made the last run.
Coach Jackie Ray TV. It was a pretty tight game, and we talked about you wanted to see some things differently defensively from the team. Did you see some things from the team today that made you proud?
We defended really well. Where we got beat was on the O boards, right? I think we did a good job forcing them to take some long contested twos and some tough, challenge threes, and they had 17 offensive rebounds. It's going to be hard. They didn't shoot it that much better than we did. Neither team had a tremendous shooting night. But if you get 17 second chances, you're probably going to win.
KP, Rakia, They talked about the offensive sequence at the end of the overtime. It seemed like you guys were trying to get maybe use some action or get you opposite of action. Can you explain what you guys saw when you guys were out there?
Which at what point?
I said for KP and Rakia at the end of overtime, I was asking them the offensive sequence. What did they see? How did the play break down?
Final play?
Yeah.
Like the final play.
When we were down 6?
Yeah.
Is you talking about when I missed a 3?
Both. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when the back-to-back sequences. If y'all can remember, I would just talk about what you saw at the end of the final into overtime.
I missed a 3, and then Dearica got the rebound, and I was going away. I think she thought I was going the other way. Kicked it out as a turnover. Is that what you mean? I'm confused by your question.
Okay. Well, I'm asking about the offensive sequence because it seemed like you had to hold the ball longer than you expected, like you were trying to create something. And then, so I was asking, was that the play or was there something of a breakdown or?
The end of the fourth.
Yeah.
At the end
Yeah,
of the
and she
fourth.
found out.
When it was tied at the end of the fourth, is
Yeah.
what you were saying? Okay.
Are you talking about when I missed the floater?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was tied, so we're trying to take.
Yeah.
We wanted the shot clock to go down.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that was
Yeah.
that hard, but I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh.
It was the overtime part that confused me, but yeah, we wanted to take the last shot. We got a good look, and just didn't make it. But that's lots of percentages. We make the next one.
Also though, and I'm gonna get fined for saying this, but I drive more than anyone in the league. So to shoot 6 free throws is fucking absurd. And I got scratches on my face, I got scratches on my body, and these guards on the other team get these ticky-tack fouls, and I'm sick of it. I get fouled like that every possession. Ricky gets fouled like that in the post all the time, and they don't call it, and I don't know what else to do. It's really frustrating though. I'm I feel, there's multiple shots at the end of the game, either go into the third, into the fourth, where they're just coming in, just fucking swinging, and they just don't call anything. I don't understand how that's 6 free throws, playing 40 minutes, touching the paint almost every play is absurd. It's absurd. And so I'm saying, I'll get fined for that, and that's fine, but, and I needed to make more shots, late game, but, they're fouling the shit out of me every single play. So I'm very frustrated with that, and I'm sick of it. I don't know what I need to do. I talk to the refs nice. I pray before the game. Fuck, I'm over it.
Thank you.
Justin?
Coach, and for either of you if you want. You guys play a pretty aggressive style of pick and roll defense with trapping and trying. You ask a lot of the bigs in low man help and everything. How have you felt, even in tonight's game, that it progressed as the game went along? Because in the first half, they were kind of beating you guys on back doors, but in the second half, it did seem like things kind of got cleaned up a little bit more as it went along.
Yeah, well, we made some adjustments at halftime with our pick and roll coverages, and then when we went into overtime, we went back to how we started the game, and it was pretty effective. We got a steal, and we just couldn't convert, But I really do. I think our players played their butts off. We just couldn't make shots, and I would echo what Kelsey says. She shot 6 free throws. 3 of those were off of a 3. So only, and one was a technical, the 3-second violation. So she got 1 time to the free throw line attacking. When you think about it, it's not right. And she does attack, and obviously the scouting report is to be as physical as you can with her, and it's being allowed, and so we've got to talk to the league about that, but it isn't right. I would echo that, and maybe I'll get fined too. That'd be fun, but it's fine. I think she's too good, and you watch some of the other stars in the league. They don't get fouled like that without going to the free throw line.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all. Thanks for being here.
We're back. We just heard from Rakia, Kelsey Plum, and Coach Roberts. Yeah. Clearly frustrated. It was a short presser.
It was. It took a long time to get there. Yeah. But look, they was here for a quick time, not a long time. Good time, not a long time.
And Kelsey once again clearly frustrated. Mm-hmm. She I know I'm gonna get fined. We might have to do some editing on some of that stuff.
All these balls gonna hit us in the back of our head.
It's gonna be it's gonna look ugly out here. How it looked late for the Sparks, man. But just a tough one. It's not a lot to say.
I mean, it was a game that went to overtime, and then we lost in overtime.
Yeah.
It's literally the definition of losing the game in overtime. You only scored 3 points. It was just a little too long for them. I will say, the Golden State Valkyrie whooped on the Aces. They beat the Aces by almost 30, and that is not what happened here. So that lets us know where we're contending at. Because if the Aces got whooped by over 20 points by the Valkyrie just recently, in the last couple of days, we're in a good place. So that's the positive, the toxic positivity we can take from this game.
Okay, so we get our toxic positivity of the game. But before we go, we got to give you our players of the game. Who you got today, players?
I was going to say Dearica, but Kelsey got me with the speech.
Okay. Kelsey,
a little F-bomb and a little fine. Goes crazy for me.
Hey, I'm going to go with Mama D. Dearica did a lot of good things. I wish she would have got a few more touches late, maybe to give them a different look other than Kelsey coming off of screens and things like that. But, you know, they're learning. Coach said it. You heard it there in the presser. A process to learn how to win, and that's what they're going through. But, you know, hey, season's not done.
No,
they're
still
back
early.
Wednesday night. They got a tough matchup against those Las Vegas Aces in Las Vegas. So, you know, we're going to be in studio for that one.
We're going to be in studio. It's going to be a fun time.
It's going to be a fun time. Let's see if they can bounce back to 3-7. But it's a long season. And KG said it best many years ago. Anything is possible.
Yes.
If you believe.
We got time. We got time. This was frustrating to watch. I know y'all going to watch this episode and be like, damn, they frustrated too.
Yeah.
Because we are.
Oh, yeah. We feeling it.
I'm ready to get up out of here.
From Mike Hill Matthew, DJ Tracy Treese, LA Sparks Weekly, we'll see you guys Wednesday.